Hello everyone, Happy New Year 2025. So these are going to be the readings for January by sun sign for 2025. As always, if you want to find out how to get a personal reading, you can do that on my website, and the link to that is in the description box below. Hope you have a lovely month and a great 2025. Lots of love. See you in the readings. Scorpio, Happy New Year. This is your reading for January 2025. So let's see. I've got just showing me the Judgment card in my head, which is Destiny, and then it turned into a dragon's head with smoke coming out of its nostrils. So fire energy for you this month. It's feeling like quite a push through month. Like you might have quite a lot of energy. You might feel quite bouncy, they're saying, and able to get a lot done. You feel like you want to get a lot done. You want to get things out of the way, get ready for new stuff to come into your life. Clearing out the old, getting ready for the new, they're saying. Determination, obviously the dragon is, breathing fire, which is determination. And sense of not giving up, basically. So it might be not giving up on yourself, not giving up on your dreams, anything really. Determination is the main word, I would say. A determination could be a determination to feel good, feel better than you ever have. It could be a determination to have a better year than you've ever had. You feel like really fiery and powerful, so you're feeling more, to me, as I feel your energy, that is, you're feeling more, I would say like an Aries actually, than a Scorpio at the beginning of January. Very much just wanting to get on with it and get on with life and kind of get to a good place, where everything is going to match up to what you want. So I think the determination in that case is in how you're going to feel. Maybe you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to feel bad anymore. I'm not going to feel negative. I'm not going to feel hard done by or worried or stressed. I'm going to feel really good. I'm going to expect the best. And therefore you'll bring yourself the best into the physical world. And it also feels like there's some kind of shut off inside you, which is where you're not accepting anything inside yourself that would say otherwise. So I don't feel you're going to be you're like saying to yourself, I'm not going to have any fear. I'm not going to doubt anything. I'm not going to lose faith in my life turning into what I want my life to be. So a lot of self-belief, and a very resounding boundary around your self-belief and your self-worth that would signify that no one can mess with you. Like the physical dimension is not going to mess with you or bring you stuff that you don't desire, I would say. And other than that, all bets are off, because as you're located in that point of attraction, not only will you bring yourself exactly what you want in terms of what you know you want, you're also going to bring yourself exactly what's right for you in terms of things you haven't even thought about or dreamt about or guessed about or wondered about. So it's like everything turning out all right for you is what I get. So you're on a roll, they're saying, at the start of the month. Two of Wands, which is like taking new steps forward. It's a daily work, right? So like walking meditation, they're saying. So like being in the position of now, every moment of every day as you move along. So staying really located in how you want to feel. Like, this isn't going to bother me, that's not going to bother me. That kind of thing. Just like really like, I'm just going to move forward with whatever comes up. I'm going to deal with it accordingly. I'm not going to get stressed or worried about anything, because everything's going to turn out all right with me. But the trust is all right for me. The trust is in trusting that what comes next is going to match up to what you want before you see it there, right? So it's kind of an open road that we've got in the Two of Wands. It's according to vibration, the wands. So it's like, where she's walking through, she or he, it's like the choices as well. So it's kind of like, I feel like you're not going to make choices until you get to, it's going to be very open. It's going to be like, well, I won't decide that hasn't come along yet. I'm not going to make choices ahead of time. I'm going to see what comes along, And when it's right in front of me, that's when I'll decide. So it's almost like giving it up to God, judgment, right? But with a determination, like the dragon, which is the force of your own vibration, to say, I know what's coming is right. Therefore, I don't need to start second guessing the future about what's coming next in that worrying sense of like, oh God, you know what's around the corner. It's just like staying right positioned right now, knowing that whatever it is that's coming, whatever it is, so really open, because you're not saying you know what it is, it's going to be the right thing. And if there's a decision to make on what it is that comes along, I will make that decision when that comes along, right? So it's kind of not being outside of yourself in, you know, possibilities. It's just like firmly grounded in what comes along. Ace of Swords. From that, we've got communication coming, major communication. You know, if this energy feels like there is something that you're drawing to you that's major, but you can't get in your head about it before you get there. Because if you're in your head about it before it comes along, this major communication, and you start to think about what you're going to say, what they're going to say, how it's going to turn out after you've both said things, it sends you out of the vibration that brings it along. So you've got an open-ended, a case of they're just saying, let's wait and see, going on right now, this month. Seven of Cups, emotions and emotions in flux and lessons around emotions. So emotional flux, right? When you get out of your point of attraction, it's because you're going towards an emotion that's negative. And you're going, and through the negative emotion, you're starting to brew what you bring along, right? So worry brings along something you can worry about. Feeling bad brings along something you can feel bad about. So it's like you are drawing back from all of that with this resounding, I'm not going to feel that way, basically. I'm not going to think that way. I'm not going to feel that way. I'm not going to let my emotions go out of whack, because it feels like it's been a long time that they've had control over you, and that they have been the major major cause of the proceedings in your life, you know. So they've had control of you, it feels like, but it feels like this year you're getting control of them, and you're going to be in charge of your own destiny by your ability to, what's the word? Just like be in a space of let go around your own emotions, really. Like not be pulled one way or another by your own emotions, it feels like. So it feels like you've had lots of lessons around that, where you've been pulled into like lots of different, you know, an inability to function through your own wayward emotions. 10 of Wands, which is an ending energetically. So something, again, is coming, right? We've got the open road, we've got a major communication, we've got an ending energetically. So what they're saying here about how you're feeling is specifically to you an ending in you not being in your point of attraction. So you being firmly in your point of attraction. With it, like, it's just a no going on. I get a no. It's not a resistant no. It's not like slamming drawers and cupboards and in anger. It's just a holding on to yourself no. Heart of the masculine, King of Cups. So that's the center of the reading and the heart of the matter. So it's around someone else's emotions. So it'll be your twin that you're connected to, who has been in flux emotionally, that's caused you to be in flux emotionally. And you not being in flux emotionally is going to cause them to not be in flux emotionally. So there's a lot of stability coming around the emotions of your twin flame here, where they are going to be able to make decisions, take opportunities, have a new road forward, put an end to things, end of his or her trajectory, end of the masculine's trajectory, again in the 9 of Wands there. So you're literally at the epicenter, they're saying, of the ending of the masculine's process into point of attraction. It does just feel like a lot of, I'll say it again, a lot of like you're stood on a rock in the sea and there's a storm going on, but you're just able to stand there and not get battered around and not get dragged off the rock or anything. There's no like scrambling back onto the rock. You're just stood firmly there like, yep, well, whatever is going on, and I'm not going to be affected by it at all. So all in your own life, but it's going to affect your twin and their ability to thrive here. So it's, yeah, might feel, I guess, a little bit like hard work, because there's always something chirping on your shoulder or trying to draw your eye to the corner of the room to like check out something that could be wrong or think about something that you could worry about. But I feel like you've got they're saying you've got your sea legs on, so you're going to be able to like roll with the punches and not lose your footing, right? The world, completion. So completion emotionally for the masculine there. Grounded emotionally for the masculine. In this, there's a self-respect, they're saying, and there's an attitude of maturity, and there's a holding account of oneself, they're saying. So maturity, I feel, is like the main feeling in the masculine. Sense, like sensibleness, you know, in terms of like, if I want something, I've got to go after it. Not a fearful thing coming up in relation to that, but just a very kind of organic rationality, really, because it's coming from the heart. So organic rationality comes from the heart. It's like you've got to follow your heart. That's the true rationale, right? Because if you try to move away from your heart, all you're going to hit up against is all the waves and the flying rocks that are the resistance of not following your heart. So here we go with that. And that's a new road forward for the masculine. Justice, right? So that's intention, like purity of intention. And we've got 1 and 2 ones. It's 1, 1, 1. So this is the time for this to come around. It's the 3, right? We said it before, the fleur-de-lis, the Trinity, the Triad, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. It's divine destiny, basically. It's a pure alignment. It's you, me, and Source. It's the 2 twins and Source that they came from, right? So it's a representation of Source. So it's following the heart. It's doing what your guidance says to do. There's 2 choices to make for the masculine here, which means that the choice of the heart is followed, not the other road, which is going to be, might look like the easier option, but it's going to turn out to be the hard route through life. Because where there's no love, it's rocks and barren land, right? And then the brain of the feminine, the Queen of Swords. So here is you holding everything together in terms of your own brain and where you let your thoughts go, basically. And this element of like, no, I will not think about that which will worry me. No, I will not think about that which will send me into fear. No, I will not think about that which will upset me. You might find yourself turning the TV off or your streaming service, so you're not pulled into like negative emotions by shows, you know, that portray things going on. You might just find yourself like, no, I'm not going to be triggered by things like that. And then we've got healing and outcome, they just said. Knight of Pentacles, healed outcome in the physical, underlying the masculine coming into the heart. So it is still a work in progress. But it's very, very powerful potential, they're saying, for the outcome, the physical outcome, which is the only physical card you got, to be healed, which means that the return then of the masculine is, well, it's destined, but it's signified here. The one, that's signification, right? Because it's sign and symbolism. So, yeah, signified that they're going to arrive in the heart and come forward. So I'm going to leave you with that with Scorpio. Lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one.